Yo, what up? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, in this video, I want to talk about how you need to make sure that you're controlling the direction of the conversation when you're trying to set up dates with women, right? Because if you do not control the direction, you are going to throw shit off. Things are going to be harder for you to make happen when you're trying to set up dates with women. Because I get emails all the time where, guys, they say they hit up chicks on Tinder, OkCupid, or they get a girl's number and they try to set up a date. And it seems like the girl, might give them the runaround or whatever. And a lot of times that happens because, one, the girl's not that interested in you. Because usually when she is interested, what's going to happen is that she is going to sort of cooperate heavy. You understand? So you say, hey, let's get together on Friday. She's gonna be like, cool, I'm free, and then y'all make it happen, right? But this is what happens sometimes, right? Let's say if you guys are on an online dating site, you're on Tinder or whatever, and let's say you say to a chick, hey, when are you free? Let's get together and get a drink, right? So she'll say something like, oh, can we talk on here more and get to know each other more, right? So now what most guys will do is they'll be like, okay, and they'll start, talking to her and trying to get to know her on the site. But see, that's the thing you're not supposed to do, because that's not you controlling the direction of the conversation. See, what you have to understand is this. I'm gonna get a little bit technical here, so follow me, right? Is that you never, ever, ever want to directly respond to anything a woman is saying when it is not her responding to your initial request. So basically what that means is if you say to her, hey, when are you free? We should get together and get a drink. All she should be responding to you with is when she's free, that, for you guys to get together and get a drink. If she's responding to anything else besides that, you do not respond to that, because that's throwing it off on a tangent. And then you don't get to actually wrap this shit up. So for example, if the chick says, like you say, hey, let's get together and get a drink. And she's like, hey, can we, talk on here more to get to know each other, right? Something you could say is, how about you meet me Friday at Main Street Bar, and then we can both get together and get to know each other in person, right? So you're not replying to her request to get to know her on the site. You're telling her something else to do, which is, let's get together at the bar to get to know each other there. This is what I'm telling you to do. You understand? So you're bringing it back to that. Or what you could do, this is what sometimes what I do is, if a girl says this, she's like, oh, can we, talk more and go and get to know each other? I'll say something like, okay, cool, here's my number. I want you to text me right now and we'll talk, right? So the reason why I'm saying text me right now, we'll talk, and then I'm seeing to see if she's going to text me, is because what I'm doing now is I'm still controlling the direction of the conversation by getting her to do what I'm telling her to do. When I'm telling her, hey, text me and we'll talk, is her responding to me saying text and let's talk. So she's still doing what I want her to do. So it's very important for you to understand this, right? And so the thing is, you don't want to reply to what she's saying if what she's saying has nothing to do with what you initially asked her first. So again, you could tell a chick, hey, let's get together and get a drink. And she says, oh, could you tell me some more stuff about you? Now, most guys are just gonna tell her stuff about them, and then they lose interaction. You have to be like, listen, we're gonna get together and then you'll know some more stuff about me when we see each other. Always bring it back to that. Don't respond to her by giving her the information she wants, because she's not, basically going with what you're saying, right? See, now, why do this? You're like, what's the big deal? See, what you gotta understand is this, is that the women who do this, see, the best case scenario is the woman who just basically goes with it. She says, you say, hey, let's get together, get a drink. And she says, cool, and y'all make the date. Then you're gonna have the girls who are gonna ask all these goddamn questions and try to throw tangents. The reason why they're asking questions and throwing tangents is because these are the type of girls who aren't, you know, all the way into you, right? This doesn't mean that you can't get them, but they're not fully there yet. They just sort of like you, right? And also what happens is that sometimes these girls, they have been in situations where, you know, they went on dates with guys who are on some bullshit, guys who are crazy, guys who are on some nonsense. So what they're doing is that they might want to question you just to see how you are, to make sure you're not some weirdo dude, right? Now, what you have to understand is that part is not your problem. And also what you have to understand is this, is that, and I talked about this before, her desire for you has to be stronger than her fear. When a woman's desire is stronger than her fear, that's when you know she really likes you. If her desire is not as strong as her fear is stronger in this situation, that means that her attraction for you is not that high. So the thing is, if her desire was more like, you know, it overrided her fear, then she wouldn't have to ask you all these goddamn questions. Because the thing is, when a woman really likes you, she wants the shit to work smoothly. So therefore, she's not gonna ask you all these goddamn questions because you're already asking her out, and she's gonna be like, oh, Friday, hell yeah. Or, oh, I'm not free Friday, but I'm free this day, let's make it happen. So she's sort of complying with what you're asking her. But if a girl's throwing out these fucking other extra things, it's because she's not really feeling you, or she's scared. You understand? And again, like the fear is there because her desire is not all the way there yet. And see, the funny part is that if you respond to what this girl is saying when you try to set up the date, if she goes on a tangent and you're trying to respond to that, what happens is that she also is not into that, because now it's like you're following her. You're following her lead. So it's like all these things are happening simultaneously that's making her feel less and less attracted to you. Because one, she's asking all these questions, so she's already not that attracted to you. Then if you answer those questions he's asking you, that makes her less attracted to you even more, because now you are going along with what she wants you to do. You understand? So, for example, if you are like, if you say to a chick, hey, let's go to this bar on Saturday, and she's like, oh, how about we go to this other bar on Saturday instead of the bar you're talking about, and you say, okay, cool, you're fucking up. If a chick says, hey, let me know more about you on this site, and then you actually comply with that and you start telling her and spouting out shit about you, you're fucking up. It always has to be, you need to make sure that she is just following what you're saying to her. Within reason, of course. You're not gonna tell her to do anything crazy. But it's just you saying, hey, let's get together, and she needs to respond to that. Meet me here, she needs to respond to that. None of this side shit and none of you following her side shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because the thing is, the women who are really, really feeling you, they are going to cooperate. They are going to cooperate. The ones who's on the fence, the ones who have that fear, all that other bullshit, it's not going to be a good thing. Because there was times where I actually tested this shit, man, where girls would say shit like on an online dating site, they're like, hey, let's get to know each other more on this thing, and I would comply. And usually what would happen, it would just be a whole bunch of fucking messages back and forth, and I would never get to meet the girl. Or there'd be times where I would try to set a date up or whatever, and she would flake, and it just makes the interaction just way more complicated than it needs to be. Because again, you gotta understand, you as a dude, you're supposed to be the one who is leading the interaction, right? You are supposed to be controlling the direction of the shit. You, right? Don't get thrown off by her asking all these questions. And remember what it means. Usually the chick asking all these questions, she's sort of like in the middle with you. The chick who's really feeling you is not gonna ask you all these goddamn questions because she doesn't want to do anything to mess up the opportunity of her getting to meet you or getting to see you again or whatever. Because this could be even just, you know, a chick you met at a bar, you got her number, and you're trying to text her to hit her up and set a date to go out. If she wants to see you again, if she really wants to make that happen, she's been thinking about you, she's been waiting for you to get back to her. And when you say, hey, let's set a date, she's not gonna ask you all these goddamn questions and do all this other extra shit. She's gonna, you know, go on that date. She's gonna try her best to figure out what day she's free so she can see you.
Gary, what up, Gary?
You understand what I'm saying? But if a girl is on that BS, that's where all the questions are gonna come in. So make sure that you're just aware of that. Make sure you know that this is what it is, and make sure that anytime you are setting up the dates, that you never go along with what she's asking you if what she's asking you didn't have anything to do with what you basically requested of her first. You understand? If she's going on all these tangents, you say, hey, let's go get a drink, she start asking you about where you from and what college you went to and what's your favorite color and all this other goofy shit, you turn that shit right back around and say, you know what? I'm gonna tell you all of that shit once we meet up, so when are you free? You understand? It always has to be her responding to what you are saying. Get it? All right, so that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace, I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, make sure you click the link below to get the Mr. Locario 30-minute game session. Now, this is a private one-on-one coaching session between me and you where we chop up game for a half an hour. So make sure you click that link below to get the Mr. Locario 30-minute game session. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 to 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.